you never let me go. And the roof was on fire, you never let me know. Say you're sorry, honey, but you never really show. And I can leave the party without ever letting you know. Without ever letting you know. Rufus, boy, got me love, boy, what you know. Rufus, boy, got me love, without ever letting you know. Rufus, boy, got me love, boy, what you know. Rufus, boy, got me love, without ever letting you know. Rufus, boy, got me love, boy, what you know. Rufus, boy, got me love, without ever letting you know. Rufus, boy, got me love, boy, what you know. Without ever letting you know.
Akon and Young Jeezy.
Who says I can't wear it on my sleeve? Who says I'm not free to be me? The truth is I don't care what they think. Gonna be bold if I wanna be. I'm comfortable in my skin. I wear it out and proud. Comfortable in my skin. I wear it out and proud. Who says I'm not free to be me? Gonna be bold if I wanna be.
Basketball's biggest stage, the NBA Finals. It begins here, and 2K Sports is happy to bring it to you. Here with Coach Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. And patrolling the sideline for us again tonight, Allie LaForce. Let's check out Chicago's starting lineup. They've got Edwards. Addis one out there with Jason Tatum. Then it's Cade Cunningham. And it's Leonard in at the 5. And for Chicago, we've got Antetokounmpo. Flash out there with Gilgeous-Alexander. Then it's Flag. And it's Jokic in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. You look at Chicago. This is it, their whole season, all their effort, all their energy to get them here, the final.
And I'm sure the feeling in their locker room was different today. That finals atmosphere is unlike anything else. This is what it's all about. Dunks aren't always for the big fella.
A serious power move from the point.
Well, in this league, you can see powerful plays from anyone and anywhere. Your position no longer dictates your scoring level.
Man, he sure can get off the floor.
He one of the best in the business, absolutely. And Chicago has possession. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Flash. And there's the drive. And they immediately answer back with the dunk at the other end.
And he wanted everybody in the building to feel that ferocity.
And we did. We felt it. Even over here, we felt it. And about a minute gone here in the first quarter. Now, let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce, courtside. Allie.
I had a chance to talk with the head coach for Chicago. He was complimentary of his opponent, Anthony Edwards. Coach told me Ant is a special player in terms of his athleticism, skill, and his mindset. He approaches each matchup with an aggressiveness that we need to try and match. Back to you guys.
Terrific, Allie. We appreciate the report. Here's Flag. Anthony Edwards making his last shot. And that one is stuffed right through.
And some serious ingenuity from Leonard there. He sees the opening and then just makes the right read.
The kick out to Antetokounmpo. And here's Jokic outside. Oh, and he almost had a 4-point play right there. He'll go to the line with a chance for 3.
Yeah, you hate to give up a foul on a 3-point attempt.
Well, we've seen very few superstars as unselfish as Jokic. He'll play whatever role is necessary for his team to win.
Left side, Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Straight rim rocker.
It looked like Greg for a second, like he might rip the cylinder loose. For Chicago, they've gone 2 or 3 here to start out the game. And Gilgeous-Alexander throws it down.
And a 3-level scorer. That time, SGA takes it all the way.
Edwards inside. Banked in off the glass. Edwards got 8.
Well, I know we don't want to jinx it, but he's still perfect from the field in this quarter.
And a wide open look for Gilgeous-Alexander. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Cunningham with it. He's picked up by Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Leonard. And stolen by Flash. Here's Flash. And he goes in for the tie.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And that is why you want to run off turnovers. Get down the floor before the defense is set.
And so here is Chicago. After Chicago picking up the basket just moments ago. Here's Flag. Here's Giannis. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed. Never in a hurry.
Baddest one passes to Tatum. Here's baddest one, covered by Giannis. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Chicago leads by only 2. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. And we're ready to get back into the action here in game 1. Let's see what this quarter has in store for us. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Chicago.
Well, so far they've done a great job of reading the offense and repeatedly putting themselves in the right place to interrupt the play and force turnovers.
And the other thing, I love how they're playing up tonight, getting into ball handlers and forcing some turnovers.
On the court for the Knights, Cade Cunningham out there with Anthony Edwards. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Tatum, and it's baddest one in at the 3 slot.
And that's how you want to use your fouls, not allowing him to get to the rim.
And he's good on the second. Chicago leading. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Flash. 2 open that time. Made it look too easy. And that's now 6 points for Flash.
And passing has made this guy next level. That's the element that has changed Gilgeous-Alexander's game.
Here's baddest one. Hangs home the trifecta.
Well, that's a breakdown defensively. Can't afford to give him those kind of looks.
SGA passes to Flash. And there's a nice one-handed slam.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up. So Leonard will go to the free throw line. It's going to be on Jokic, and he's got his first chance at the line here.
Known for his incredible defense, Leonard's huge hands and timing really helped make an impact on that end.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's covered closely, and Flash gets it to go.
Nice read. Sets his teammate up. You like how they're sharing the ball.
It's Edwards on the wing. Chicago grabs the miss. This team has been cruising through these playoffs. Just one loss so far.
Yeah, they've ripped through the postseason thus far. playing their best basketball of the season. That's what you want this time of year.
And slam dunk by SGA.
Oh, how about the slam there from Gilgeous-Alexander? He loves getting that type of positioning down low.
Here's Cunningham. Scoreless thus far. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. Jokic against Leonard. And the rejection by Leonard.
Defensively, the claw is always lurking. His timing and instincts second to none. Doesn't register as a block, but he did everything you want defending that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Chicago trails by 6. There's the drive. And the basket by Baddest-One. Baddest-One's got 6 in the quarter.
Able to get a layup out of that one. That's just soft defense.
And moving with such speed, the quickness of SGA's drive, something to admire.
And so it's Cunningham with it. He brings it up for the Knights. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. And Edwards with the stuff.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling.
Oh, I dunk you very much.
He can really fly, and you combine that, Greg, with some nice penetration, too, and you've got 2 points. And, yes, it's good. Edwards got 12 in the game.
A little artistry in the painted area, converting against the sides.
Yeah, he didn't let the defense affect him there. He just kept his focus.
Shai Gilgeous. Alexander, guys, has been on display for Chicago. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. And we'll be right back after this.
Hello, everyone. First game of the series, off to a good start for Chicago.
You look at their success so far, and the result is great execution. They're playing within themselves and within the system.
Which I suppose accounts for the low turnover total. Or that's just me. Seeing how things are shaking down for Chicago. They've made it this far. Game 1 of the NBA Finals. Shaq, how much brighter is the spotlight here in this championship round?
It doesn't get any brighter. This is where you need your stars to be stars and your moons to be moons and your galaxies to be galaxies.
You know what, Ernie, this is what you dream about. But you got to stay in the moment. You got to focus on things that got you here.
How about planets to be planets? Does that apply here as well?
Yes, that does.
Thanks. And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to the second half with the call by Kevin Harlan and the crew.
And it's time for more of the NBA Finals on 2K Sports. What a time of year. You know, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has been exceptional here tonight, guys.
There must be ice water in his veins. Such an important game, and he plays superb basketball in that opening half.
Yeah, kind of what you expect from a guy of his caliber. Don't be surprised if his second half is just as good.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Chicago trails by 6. Nice out there with Gilgeous-Alexander. And then there's Antetokounmpo. And it's Nikola Jokic. And it's Flag in at the 3. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago.
Such good play from Tatum near the hoop that time.
Pass to Flag. Good, and the assist goes to Jokic. Flag's got the lead up to 7 now for Chicago.
Well, he's shooting a high percentage, but not taking enough shots, in my opinion. He needs to be more aggressive on offense.
Leonard, no luck. In the corner, it's flat. Back to SGA. Jokic with the screen on Cunningham. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, and he finishes nicely on the way. And it's a 9-point Chicago lead.
An expert at getting into the lane and creating havoc. SGA.
And first time out for the game call here for the Knights. Here are this postseason's dead-eye shooters. These guys have knocked down a ton of shots from downtown. In the third spot, Kawhi Leonard. And, of course, Lauri Markkanen.
And the bright lights of these playoffs have done wonders for each of their three-point shooting. That's what they were both hoping for.
Little over a minute gone here in the second half. Pass to Cunningham. Tatum on the wing. Back to Cunningham. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Jacks up a three. And the shot is good. The Chicago lead has been cut down now to just 6 in the basket from Tatum.
Well, Tatum is rightfully as confident as they come from deep. He saw that look and didn't waste it.
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago. Jalen Brunson, he's checked in for Chicago. And Chicago also making a switch. Drummond's checked in. .130 left in the third. Jokic passes to SGA. Six on the shot clock. It's stolen by Edwards. Cross contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Well, Edwards is so strong. He'll complete the play unless you wrap him up.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Edwards, one shot.
What's up?
Well, you know, Anthony Edwards has one of the highest motors we've seen. His relentlessness throughout the length of the game is just exceptional. He wears out the entire opposing team.
And again, Chicago turns it over. There's 57 seconds left in the third quarter. Cunningham passes to Edwards. Just 5 to shoot. Shot on the wing. Gilgeous-Alexander pulls it in.
Well, the analytics don't like it, but if the defense is giving it up, I like that shot selection, despite the mistake.
And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession. And now let's take a look again at that incredible rejection.
And that block was something. It's the playoffs, and every possession and defensive stop matters.
Bam Adebayo's checked in for Chicago. Jalen Johnson comes in for Antetokounmpo. The Knights also changing it up. Minot's checked in, and it's Sexton in for Edwards. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Chicago trails by 3.
Definitely got to use the clock here and get the last shot.
Yeah, but if you get an open look, you got to think about taking it no matter how much time is left on the clock.
Cunningham for 3. Knocks down the 3-ball. Cunningham's got his first 3 points of the game.
And that's what we're used to him doing, but he really just hasn't had that typical impact offensively. If they keep getting him touches, this game won't be tied for long.
It's all tied in Chicago. And time to step aside quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the fourth quarter. I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. On the court for the Knights, Kawhi Leonard is out there with Tatum. Then there's Edwards. Then it's Cunningham, and it's baddest one in at the 3, the small forward. Antetokounmpo. Rebounded by Tatum. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for Chicago. SGA against Cunningham. Lock at 6. And trying for the go-ahead basket. Doesn't go in. SGA. In close. It's Gilgeous-Alexander.
This is what we're used to seeing from SGA. The guy can just take over.
Outside Cunningham. Now Edwards. We've got 1:48 left in the fourth quarter. Chicago leading. And stolen by Leonard. Outside Edwards. Here's Leonard. To take the lead. There's Tatum's range on display.
Well, we talk about ice in his veins a lot, but this guy personifies that. What a clutch shot.
Chicago calls timeout. And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Chicago's coach was going over with his team. He's trying to keep them grounded. He told them to focus on the task at hand. He said, quote, drown out the noise and let's play our game. This one has that playoff atmosphere. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Allie. On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. Covered by Cunningham. Yep, that's going to go in.
And where some feel stressed, Gilgeous-Alexander feels strength. Love the confidence from the young fella.
Chicago calls timeout. Here's Edwards. The muscle from Edwards.
Well, you need a bucket? Give it to Edwards. He's got that clutch gene.
SGA. What a finesse finish on the wing.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, this is why the fans are here. Each team trading blows, increasingly entertaining value.
Big-time basket at a big-time moment.
Yeah, don't you just love to see a player embrace that kind of pressure?
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Rebounded by Tatum.
I mean, come on, that's a shot you expect him to make.
Leonard. It misses. Guys, it's come down here to a very important possession.
No room for error.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Now Jokic. And it misses. And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
And they go to the intentional foul.
Giannis Antetokounmpo. First personal foul. Second team foul. The line for the Knicks. 2 shots.
Shoot 2.
He drops the first one, and that will put them up by 2. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 3-point game.
That was a giant trip to the line.
Chicago calls timeout. What do you think Coach's focus is going to be here?
And it's do or die time. They need a bucket here to stay alive.
Yeah, the clock is their enemy, and they know it. We'll see if they go for the tie or try and get a quick one.
three misses. And now they foul and stop the clock. As he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second. And he ends up making the second, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And so the big win by Chicago in a tight game. A pretty good feeling right now for them to be out in front like this in the series.
You know, Kevin, momentum is so critical. And you know they'll want to ride this wave into game 2.
And let's hear from Allie LaForce, who joins us from the sidelines. Allie?
Kawhi, as this team continues to prepare for playoff basketball, what are the habits you're trying to establish?
Just playing the same way every night. Even tonight, we felt like we didn't play too hard. So we just want to be consistent and just keep getting better at playing hard and playing smart every game.
Consistency is key. Thanks, Kawhi.
Terrific job, Allie. Thank you so much. That was enjoyable. So that's a wrap for the first game of the NBA Finals. And for all of us here at the table, Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony and our terrific sideline reporter, Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us tonight. And now, our player of the game, Anthony.
and let the whole world play your songs. Like me, my gets around. Lead the country, come back and hit the town. I'm in Miami, New York, and ATL. Houston and LA, ask Dave Chappelle. By my rich, he got it from me and made $50 million. I'm proud of you, D. But
we are on the biggest stage in professional basketball, the NBA Finals. We're set for Game 2 on 2K Sports. Tonight could give us a picture of where this series is headed. Joined by Grant Hill and Tim Legler, this is Brian Anderson. And the starting group for Chicago. Cunningham is out there with Edwards. Then there's Jason Tatum. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's baddest one in at the 3 spot. And for Chicago, they've got Giannis Antetokounmpo. He's out there with Flag. Nikola Jokic is out there with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Flash in at the shooting guard position. You take a look at the Knights. Surprise performance in Game 1. Stealing a victory on... Oh, my goodness!
Just throw it up! Obviously, SGA's scoring attracts the most attention, but you can't ignore his passing ability.
And the basket by Edwards.
Ooh, he has a lot of tools in the toolkit. That right there was just one of them.
Count that one.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
That is a quality look. You can't do it much better than that.
Back to Cunningham. Tatum finds Cunningham. Now Edwards. 6 on the shot clock. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Edwards gotten his second bucket.
Oh, so smooth inside. Edwards found the opening and exploited it.
Pass to Flag. Now Jokic. It's stolen by Leonard. And here's Cunningham. Giannis with the rebound. A minute and a half left in the opening quarter. And yep, it's good.
And Giannis has a ridiculous combination of size, skill, and athleticism.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
I had a chance to talk with the head coach for Chicago. I asked about an approach to Jason Tatum. Coach told me that Tatum is just about as good as anyone at countering plans. So he just asked his players to play to their strengths, saying if they need to make switches, that's almost a better option because the more looks we throw him, the less he can consistently play the same way. Back over to you, Brian.
Appreciate the report, Allie. Leonard, good.
Oh, this is why you get Leonard the ball inside and just let him go to work.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Perfect night so far, 2 for 2.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
And we knew coming into this game, we expected him to be very involved early.
Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one.
You count him up. Can't give Flag a look from deep.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Pass to Edwards. Outside Tatum, wide open. Chicago with a rebound. They've had a strong postseason showing and have only lost 2 of their games up to this point.
And you know, the effort level has certainly been there. But what's impressed me the most is the adaptability that they've shown facing different matchups and defensive schemes. They've showed great focus and determination in the pursuit of their goal to win a championship.
Chicago shooting their first free throws of this game. First free throw is good. So he picks up just 1 from the line that time. He got it up. The shot off that time. And that does it for the first quarter. Chicago ahead, up by 6. Quarter number 2 coming up right after this break. Don't go anywhere. And the energy is palpable in this arena. Welcome back to the NBA Finals on 2K Sports. All right, a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for Chicago.
In the early goings, their effort level has been exceptional. The speeding around the defense and opening up options with good penetration.
And another thing they've done consistently well is attack the paint. They have stayed aggressive under the hoop and gotten high percentage looks.
Giannis Antetokounmpo is out there with Nikola Jokic. Then it's Flag, then it's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, and it's Flash in at the shooting guard position. And for Chicago, we've got Colin Sexton. He's out there with Chris Dunn. Andre Drummond is out there with Max Christie. And it's Minot in at the 4 spot. And for Chicago, flag is out there with Giannis Antetokounmpo. Then it's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Then there's Nikola Jokic. And it's Flash in at the 2. Chicago trails by 10. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track. And just a lack of fight right now on the defensive end.
Right? At least on that slam it was. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
It looked like a let-up from the team in the lead.
They're not messing around. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come from the interior.
And now the first timeout called here for Chicago. Jason Tatum, he's checked in for Christie. And Cade Cunningham subbed in for Dunn. Tatum against Markkanen. Pass to Minot. Chicago with a rebound. Second quarter, a little over a minute and a half in. And that one drops. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 4 points in the quarter.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Here's Cunningham. And once again, off the mark by Chicago.
He typically dominates that area of the floor. It just didn't drop.
Oh, rejected by Drummond. Here's Tatum. Oh, and it's Tatum finishing it off inside.
You like the way Tatum can sliver around to get his shot.
Chicago leading by 10. And slam dunked by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Wow. Always fun to see point guards who can elevate above the rim like that.
Oh, a strong mindset and even stronger finish.
Okay, I see ya. That's your point guard getting up.
For Chicago, they've gotten 5 of their first 6 attempts to fall in the second. And there's contact and a whistle. So he's got 2 shots coming up. Chicago shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. And now the first timeout called here for Chicago. Brunson is checked in for Chicago. Leonard's checked in for Chicago. Edwards comes in for Cade Cunningham. The first free throw is good. And he makes both free throws. 40 seconds left to play in the second quarter. And it's Edwards with the ball for Chicago. It's a 14-point game. Getting it done inside. Edwards.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
Brunson on the drive. Missed it. Now 0 for 1 on this game. For Chicago, they've gotten 5 of 8 attempts to drop since the second began. And it's Tatum missing.
Well, they did a great job putting a body on him, and they didn't allow him to convert.
Flash, that's good.
Like a matador. Olay! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
And they are just breaking the will of their opponent.
And so it's Chicago, up 14 as we wrap up the quarter. Building this lead up in large part because of how well they're shooting it. We'll be right back with you shortly.
The defense has been trash. That is, if you can call it defense. I call it being lazy.
Yeah.
Seeing how things are shaking down for Chicago. Everyone is talking about their Game 1 victory. You think they can take the first 2 on the road?
Well, props to them for getting it done, and that first game especially. I think they can do it again, Ernie.
Well, and that's it for halftime.
And let's get you back to the action as Game 2 is getting underway. You know, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has been exceptional here, guys.
Well, tonight is a big game, and you have to be impressed with the way he's come out firing.
Well, he is a guy you want to go to with the game on the line.
Chicago trails by 14. On the court for Chicago, we've got Cade Cunningham, Jason Tatum out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then there's Edwards, and it's Battistwan in at the small forward position. Outside Brunson. Back to Johnson. Pass to Flash. Shot clock at 6. And that one is hammered home.
Well, that's a nice look right there. You can run your offense through Johnson. He's that talented.
An impressive display. How about that look on the AT&T connected cam? Here's Leonard. Inside. Here's Battistwan. Hey, how's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
Throws it down emphatically.
He's got serious hop, right? You add that to his ability to penetrate, that's 2 easy points. And that one's good, Brunson. And Chicago leads by 16.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
Leonard for 3. Flash stabs a miss.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
Oh, swiped away. It's an even 3-on-3 break. And here's Edwards outside. That shot, no good.
That's a cold start out of the break. Only one of his first 4 has he gotten to go.
And that one's good for Brunson. Brunson's got his second basket of the night. Well, the grimace of pain tells it all. He's hurt. Let's hope he's okay.
And hopefully it's not as bad as it looks. That would be a big blow for them.
Well, you just feel awful for him. Injuries are the very worst part of this game.
Giannis Antetokounmpo. Checked in for Lauri Markkanen. We've got 1:28 left in the third quarter. And finished off by Tatum.
And so much power out of Tatum. Look at the elevation.
Brunson on the drive. And a nice finish on the layup. Brunson's got 6.
Very little resistance around the rim right now. That's the 5th straight bucket they've given up in the paint.
Here's Cunningham. Uses the glass on the layup.
Well, as a scorer, Cunningham is equally comfortable from all 3 levels.
Here's Brunson. Misses from close range. Chicago trails by 16. Here's Tatum. Oh, Tatum taking flight.
Well, for what he lacks in height, he more than makes up for it with his bounce.
For Chicago, they've gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to go since the break. And here's Brunson from the arc. Drains the triple. Brunson's got 9 points now in the second half.
And a big reason they have this lead is the way he's shooting the ball.
Lets it go from 14. Nice spin off the left rim and in.
Yeah, that was an easy one. Cade has every shot in his bag.
5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Flash, that's good.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, he can taste a win right now, just trying to close it out.
It's good. Give him 8 points now.
They finally found their shooting touch after a rough first half.
And here's Brunson from the arc. Chicago with a rebound. Leonard on the wing. The 3-ball. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Chicago ahead, up by 16. We'll take a quick break and then get you back to the action. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dime. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
Well, the vision, the placement of the pass, and then the timing. You just can't do it any better.
And we're back, folks. Thanks for joining us on this Memorial Day NBA Hoops extravaganza. Giannis Antetokounmpo is out there with Jalen Johnson. Then it's Bam Adebayo. Then there's Jalen Brunson. And it's Flash in at the 2-guard. Rebounded by Adebayo. Chicago leading by 18. Antetokounmpo outside. Brunson. He's off from 3.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Tatum feeling it out a bit. Oh, touches it off the glass.
And sometimes you forget how long Tatum is, and he's terrific at using this to his advantage inside.
Brunson gets the trifecta. Brunson's got 14 points now in the second half.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
Well, they certainly have the shooters to do it. It's just about finding that rhythm.
Madison jams it home.
With 2 hands on the rock, he powers it through.
Totally in control, protecting the ball the whole way. Brunson. Oh, off target from downtown. Oh, boy. Looks like he was injured there.
Yeah, that type of injury is always worrisome. Hopefully, he's okay.
And he's going to have to get checked out with that great medical staff that all teams in this league have.
Drummond's checked in for Tatum. Chicago trails by 17. And to the sidelines we go. Let's catch you up on the story about Lauri Markkanen. What have they told you, Allie?
Thank you. I caught up with the head athletic trainer for Chicago. It's his shoulder that's the source of discomfort right now. Diagnosis at this point is that it's just a sprain. He'll be out for the rest of this game, and it sounds like it'll be a considerable amount of time before he's back in playing shape. Over to you.
Okay, Allie, thank you.
Well, he certainly didn't envision his season going like this, but it happens to the best of them, and now it's all about how you respond to it.
Floats one up. Jokic with a rebound. Chicago leading by 15. Here's Castle. 2 minutes gone by here in the fourth. That's all. The Knights have gone 3 of 5 since this fourth quarter started. Jokic with a rebound. Now Antetokounmpo. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Tries it from 9. Oh, a perfect jumper.
You can feel the excitement in this arena. These guys have done one heck of a job.
What a great performance. They have given the fans their money's worth.
Leonard fires. Can't get it. Here's flag. Leonard defending. He shoots. Oh, he missed the jumper. So Chicago takes the win. It might have been just game 2 of the series, but this one felt like a must-win.
I just love the fire they played with tonight. It's the playoffs, and they really brought the energy.
Well, now a minute to check in with Allie LaForce. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Giannis, a tremendous performance. What enabled you to win this game so convincingly?
It was a team effort. I think we came out, we did not mess around with the game. We did our job, we defended, we moved the ball. That's what we were able to close the game.
Giannis always recognizing the importance of his teammates. Thanks so much, Giannis.
Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. That concludes Game 2 of the NBA Finals. For Grant Hill, Tim Legler, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson, thanking you for watching this 2K Sports presentation. And now let's take a look at our player of the game, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
with it if she cute with the lips shutting like missiles. Act right, you can get the Nissan Sentra. For all you to drive inside, got a license, they hop up out the pot and get your top rhyme. We survive, you can only catch a whiff of. Locked in way before the top 10 when I had the mutton chop shades and the wide brim on a different wave that I came in the game on. When I levitate, grab my sneakers and hang on. Young, but I still got sons in the game, but they not like the one with a dot in his name. If it's locking, it's gotta be knowledge you made it. The wildest applause when we hop on these stages. Go on, get your Teflon on, but once we let off this track list, go on, blow your chest off. When the last time that you heard a sound this hard? Compliments and knowledge in them. And we can go toe-to-toe, anyone you know, young or old, to get drove in the... I just did the Super Bowl halftime show with the GOATs. What I wanna do with verses, that's like comparing T-ball to the MLB. Y'all out of your league, we not the same person. I'll be doing this till I'm about 86, old as a holding my on the nurses.
Get ready to run. For you, baby. Come get it, come get it. Oh, I know you like that one.
Gotta be a playmaker, man. Come on, fellas. What?
Out of my hand. Rotate. Yep. Oh, gotta move. Go. Yep. Hey, yo, right here, baby. Box, box.
ready to run.
Come get it! Get that back up! Oh, come on! Come to me!
Gotta be a playmaker, man. Oh, for sure. Let's go. Okay, player.
Get on Joker.
That's what's up. Let's know what we're all about.
Yo, grab it! Oh, knock that in!
Hey, yo, right there! Let's go, fellas, from the get-go.
Get the ball!
Hey. Get ready.
No. Oh, come on, hit that, man. Hit that. Get the ball!
Yo, check.
He's the GOAT just from features. Proceed with procedures. He look rich, but he broke just egregious. Don't trust rappers, trust in Jesus. Whole team approach Costa Rican, coast on boats from top models. They my clique. I sip orange juice in the VIP, watching the clock tick. Perform a couple of hits and then I dip. 6 figures richer than when I entered. Cold world, mister, I got a temper. I stay hot, doing numbers like K-pop. BT S in the flesh while they flopping. I laugh all the way to the Deutsche Bank. Stay the out my lane, avoid the paint. I'm really him. Boys just ain't. I'm boisterous. Loud boos for crews from mad voices. It's like your team's making the choice to tank. L after L, I got to laugh. Y'all look like James Todd Smith autograph. Maybe that's why yo drop the math. Go against the squad and get. Now, who hot, who not? Sell out the tours. Who rap your doors? Who go harder than them and never let off before? Who got your poking their head out the door? Getting paid every week like you did all the chores. Life's a rich till I divorce it. Go left, I'm pulling bread out the floor.
Okay, chain nastier than bust down. So my wires than a bomb defuse. Numbers on the plane, retired bus chain, watch plane. I don't do, but baby, I don't judge, do your thing. I'm a king, you won't see me drop no tears back to back.